Uddhav Thackeray, who has managed to really recast himself, reimagine his own politics, and has taken away and has become the real legatee of Balasaheb Thackeray.
You are rightly said that Raj Thackeray, if you remember 16 years ago, he started his own party,
Yes.
Maharashtra Navnirman Sena. Initially, he got very good success, but after that, his party fumble, and they are not moving more than one MLA in every elections. So, despite having a potential as a good leader, and he was a real political heir of Balasaheb Thackeray, but he could not consist his politics. Therefore, Uddhav Thackeray take over and Uddhav Thackeray become a chief minister of Maharashtra. But where is the Raj Thackeray? His party has got only one MLA. The person who has got claim over that seat is nowhere in the political era of the Maharashtra.
Yes.
So therefore, Raj Thackeray, I think, is trying his last attempt to revive his party and to take that Hindutva line which BJP takes. But I think he is going more further than the BJP and RSS. And therefore, he has raised that loudspeaker issue, even though he is saying that this is a social issue. But I say this is very much political issue.
Yes.
Because through that issue, he wants to revive his political party, which is nowhere in the Maharashtra.
Yes, but
apart from that,
but
BJP
Sudhir,
and the
when we say that this is Raj Thackeray's attempt at making a comeback, the question is, can he really make a comeback on an issue which may be polarizing, yes, but not relevant?
Yeah, you are right. If you see, Raj Thackeray earlier, he started his politics on the Son of the Soil Marathi Manus agenda. He got 13 MLAs, then power in Nasik Municipal Corporation. Then his party got opposition leader in the Pune Municipal Corporation. In the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, they got 27 corporator. But apart from that, next election, they got very unsatisfactory, what we call result. And he is not consistent as a politician. Therefore, his party, even though got initial good success, but he was not able to consistently perform the success. To get the success is very easy, but to maintain success is very difficult.
Yes.
And that is happened with the Raj Thackeray. He was not able to maintain his success. Now he has vanished from the political era. Once in a bloom, he rise on this entire thing, and they take press conference, address the rallies. After that, he vanishes. Therefore, Maharashtra politics is already crowded. There are four major prominent political parties. As such, Congress, NCP, Shiv Sena, and Bharatiya Janata Party. So he has very little space. If he really want to, grab the space, he has to work hard.
Okay.
But he is not showing that working hard nature since last 17 years. Apart from that, if you see Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, is born in 2014. They got power twice in Delhi and once now in Punjab, and they also expand in Gujarat, Goa on the development agenda. Raj Thackeray started his politics on the blueprint development. He wanted to see Maharashtra farmer in the jeans. He wanted to see Maharashtrian youth going to abroad, taking education, coming back. But where is he now heading? He is asking
so that entire argument and narrative of Marathi Manus is over. The chapter has moved to another one. This is about Hindu Hriday Samrat. But invoking of Balasaheb Thackeray's legacy, when the mantle has been also passed clearly to Uddhav Thackeray, Abba Singh has been extremely patient. Abba Singh, as a Mumbaiker, when you see this debate on television, do people really talk about it on ground? But also as a lawyer, tell me, is the issue of loudspeaker and Raj Thackeray talking about 135 mosques here, the two cannot be equated. What is happening in Maharashtra and what has been done by Yogi Adityanath in the state of Uttar Pradesh? The action against loudspeakers has been taken not only on mosques but against all places of religious worship. It has not been about a particular religious community. So then the two cannot be equated.
Maria, let's see, UP and Maharashtra are two very different states. Maharashtra is a commercial state. It's the commercial capital of the country. It's a literate state, whereas UP is only obsessed with religion and caste. So I don't think the impact of loudspeakers and Azaan in UP would have the same impact in Maharashtra. People are here to earn their bread and butter. Now, Raj Thackeray is a poor carbon copy, I would say, of the Thackeray legacy. People have already voted for Shiv Sena, and I think BJP is now worried because after the Kolhapur by-elections where Shiv Sena, NCP and MVA together, they won the by-election and they thrashed BJP. So for BJP, it is now the time of survival with 2024 elections round the corner, with the BMC elections round the corner. They need some issue and they are trying to use Raj Thackeray because till now, even after unleashing ED CBI on Uddhav Thackeray's brother-in-law, Rashmi's brother, they have not been able to bring Shiv Sena back to the BJP fold. So I think now, after failing to get Shiv Sena break up with the NCP and Congress, they are trying to use Raj Thackeray. But let me tell you, Mumbaikars are not fooled by this. And if you go by the Supreme Court guidelines, which said that if you are using loudspeakers, then the decibel limit has to be maintained, and between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. It has to be maintained. So I think that is the job of the police and it's the job of the government to see that the laws are followed. In fact, I had also done a PIL in Bombay High Court on right to dissent, where I was not allowed to use a loudspeaker on Carter Road. And then the court very clearly said that in non-silence zones, you can use loudspeakers. So Bombay High Court order is also there. So I think this is only politics, and Marathi Manus is not going to look at Raj Thackeray. He is a spent force. We have not forgiven him for beating up bhajiwalas and taxiwalas. So even if he takes up something, it may be some buzz here and there, but no real impact.
Okay, so Shazia, what kind of alliance really is playing out here between the BJP and the MNS? Look at what has happened in the past. On multiple occasions, we have seen how the BJP in Maharashtra has spoken about Balasaheb Thackeray's legacy being misused or wrongly represented by the current Shiv Sena chief, that is Uddhav Thackeray, and it has been insulted because of, whatever you have said in the context of Uddhav Thackeray. Now makes an entry, another one. This is someone who has been repeatedly targeting Uddhav Thackeray. So it's a game that is being played by the BJP, not on the surface. You have played it for 2.5 years. You did not really achieve much success.
No, but
electorally as well. Look at what has happened in the by-elections recently.
You're looking at the game, but that insinuation is about this game, right? I don't know whether the game is being played or not. I seriously don't know. But what about the game that was played on BJP? After 20 or 2 decades of togetherness, one of the oldest alliances that Shiv Sena and BJP had, last minute, only because Uddhav Thackeray wanted to be CM. How come nobody is talking about that?
Shazia, Uddhav Thackeray has refused to do a Nitish Kumar in Bihar. Then what do you do? Nitish Kumar went to Mahagathbandhan, came back. That was okay for him. Here is Uddhav Thackeray saying that he will run a Vikas Aghadi and run a government.
No, we're talking about Maharashtra right now.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to do what Nitish Kumar did in Bihar. He doesn't want to come back in your fold.
And there are people in the panel here who have things to say about BJP, but who are actually all right with the Shiv Sena, which was supposed to be ultra right and not even, so I'm like very amused by this conversation. And how Raj Thackeray is being seen to be the propeller of BJP philosophy is another source of great bafflement to me, because this is also news to me.
Okay, Abha Singh is saying, let's have the audio up as well.
I have no idea.
Okay, let's have her audio up as well. Shazia is responding to Abha. Go ahead.
Yeah. The issue is that what rankles BJP is that they did not get the CM-ship. Why were you not ready to share? And today when the power has slipped out of your hands from Maharashtra, you are troubled. So ultimately it was, no, you may be the largest party, but if you see the history, earlier also it was always Shiv Sena that was the CM. So just for power, you cannot diversify, you cannot divide the society. Just for getting power, please do not destroy the fragment of the society. Mumbai is a very peaceful city. Yes, loudspeaker is just an issue. Loudspeaker as an issue cannot be used. Let me tell you, and Raj Thackeray, by using Raj Thackeray, Congress has used Raj Thackeray earlier. No, no. CM,
What are you saying?
so surrender. You have lost the game, so keep quiet. No, which is a fact. Which is a fact. People have voted, and I said the Kolhapur by-elections is hurting you.
Who have people
and now
voted
if you're
for?
thinking by using loudspeaker,
Who
by
did people
using
vote for? They did not
loudspeaker
vote for the
issue, you're
Thackeray,
going to destroy the peace of this